U.S. politics is kind of like a circus. Hey, there's a lot going on. I've been watching it, and I've been watching other people and getting their reactions and talking to a lot of different people in America and lately in Canada. I wanted to kind of get the sense from Canadians what they thought, and it's pretty interesting stuff. I was at a function just the other night in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and there was about 30 some odd people there sitting at this big table where I was. It was a really big table, and I made a point of talking to each and every one of them, and I said, hey, what do you think of Trump? And everyone, right to a person, kind of said the same thing. He's a bigot. And I said, why? Explain that. Define bigotry. What does it mean? He doesn't like Mexicans. And I said, really? Has he actually said that? Yes, he has. And I said, he has not. What did he really say? Well, he's going to send all these people home. And I said, but they're here illegally. They've broken the law. And is there any part of that you don't get? Hey, but they do a lot of hard work. And, you know, who's going to do the work if they go back? And I said, probably Americans, the ones that aren't working now. They can't get a job. Well, they won't do the jobs that these guys do. I said, well, of course they won't. They can't, because somebody else already has that position filled. I mean, come on, you're not getting the whole picture here. But back to the topic, you're saying that Trump is a bigot. Really? Did he ever say, I don't like Mexicans because of their color or their country, where they're from? Has he actually said that? Well, I guess not. And I said, well, what is it you're talking about then? He ain't a bigot. What he said was, we have a whole bunch of people in our country that are breaking the law. We're going to send them home. That's all he said. Well, he doesn't like those people in Iraq, and he doesn't like Arabs, because he said that too. Muslims, you all can't come into America. And I said, he didn't say he didn't like them, did he? Did he actually say, if you're a Muslim, I'm against you? Did he say that? I don't think so, and I went through that as well. At the end of the conversation, what it amounted to was they didn't like Trump. And I said, why don't you just say you don't like him? Come on, about 30 years ago, I had an interesting experience in my personal small life. I had a guy come into my office, and he was a realtor, and he was trying to sell me some real estate. And he went on and on about this one guy, we'll call him John Smith. He said, John Smith is the biggest thief and crook that ever lived, and he talked and talked. I didn't say anything. I kind of reached over and hit the speakerphone on my desk. A guy answered it, and he said, John Smith speaking. The guy in front of me almost died, and I said, hi, John. I'm your very good friend. I have a guy in front of me that tells me you're a thief and a crook, and I don't want to be your friend anymore. Well, what did you steal? And I looked at the guy and I said, come on, what did he steal? Let's phone the police. Let's get to the bottom of this. Of course, the end game here was he just didn't like him. They actually didn't like each other. So he shouldn't go out talking bad, but that is kind of the human thing. And I'm seeing that now with the Trump thing. So many people are saying things that aren't quite right. You're a bigot? He's not a bigot. Or he says he isn't a bigot. Certainly hasn't said anything to to infer that he is. What he's saying is people are breaking the law. Let's kind of get rid of them now, And there's so many other political stories in America going on. Now let's swing over to the Democrats. Hillary. What do you think of Hillary? Right, Rick, he's our camera guy here and does all of our work. He doesn't want to come on camera, but right, Rick, tell me, what do you think about Hillary?
Is she in jail yet?
Is she in jail yet? He always says that. He says she should be in jail. Everybody's got different views. I mean, we'll have to dig into that one as well. But you know what? When you watch her and Bernie Sanders, you got to think that there's a big conspiracy out there going on. Somebody brought Obama in, and he's the, the first rung, I guess. He's kind of the first show of liberalism, and now you're going to bring in the guy who says, I'm Jewish, I'm white, I'm old enough to know better, and I'm a socialist. He says that. He tells everybody that'll listen he's a socialist. Is he part two of this play? Maybe. It's a little bit spooky to think that there's this group of people, puppeteers, that are putting people together to kind of come in and change the world. Do you think it's happening? Oh, big conspiracy. It could be. Who could win? Could it be Trump? It certainly can't be a Bush, or maybe it can't be anybody there. I don't know that. Is there a bigger thing at play here? Maybe. But I know one thing. Trump has won anyway. Regardless of where he goes, if he falls out of bed tomorrow morning and decides I don't want to do this anymore, he still won. Because people now recognize the word conservative. They're looking at the brand, they're thinking about it, they're talking about it. He's brought great exposure to the brand, and people are saying, hey, now I get it. If I don't get it, I'm going to look into it, and that's important. The Democrats aren't getting that so much because nobody watches their shows anyway. They get pretty small audiences, but they are having their debates. Two people, who would have thought it? Anyway, that's kind of my take on politics in America from a Canadian's perspective. That's all the people I talked to just the other day, because I don't think any of that's very fair. Certainly ain't very right, and I wish Trump all the best, because you know what? The establishment, that would be from the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, They're scared of him because he will change their world. And I think that's kind of cool. Their world needs to be changed because these are people that always campaign on fixing things that they actually put into place or that they broke, and now they won't be able to do that anymore. Job security is kind of weakening. Hey, so Trump is the main man. Can he hold it together? I hope he does. Hey, y'all come back tomorrow. I got more for you from the right. See ya.